Greetings, precious ones. I am Reverend Joseph Abraham the First, and welcome to Agape Word for Today. We've been learning about love and tackling the different kinds of love. Now, there are 8 different kinds of love, namely agape, eros, philia, storge, ludus, mania, and pragma love. Today, we are going to tackle Philautia Love, also known as self-love or love of self. This is interesting because morally, love of self is akin to vanity, selfishness, and even egotism. However, as times have evolved, self-love has adopted a more positive connotation, though through pride parades, self-respect movements, New Age feminine movements, as well as the increase of mental health awareness that promotes self-love. An intrinsic to self-help and support groups work to prevent suicide and even suicide. So it's a very serious subject indeed, which will require breaking down. However, for the purpose of Agape Word, let's just stick to the basics, shall we? Now, if you grew up unloved or abused, it affects your self-esteem. Therefore, learning how to love yourself is very important. Ideally, you should be self-sufficient before entering into a matrimonial situation. Why? Because if one does not love oneself, one sees oneself as inferior to the other, thereby tainting their view of loving, and as a result, they seek love and satisfaction from substances and other vices, which leads to serious mental disease or even suicide, and that's very dangerous. Hence why it's important to love yourself. That concludes today's Agape Word. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Reverend Joseph Abraham the First. Stay safe and God bless.